This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
I'm Katie Rammel with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A 7-year-old girl shot and killed early Thursday morning near 65th Avenue in Bethany home. Now police say they have a suspect in custody. Terrence D. Armstrong Jr. facing a number of charges for firing a gun allegedly into a car with a 7-year-old, her 5-year-old sister, their mom, and the mother's boyfriend. Glendale police telling us Armstrong and the boyfriend were in some kind of verbal argument. The family drove away. That's when police say Armstrong pulled the trigger. 4 people arrested accused of damaging 17 vehicles in a Chandler neighborhood over the past few weeks. Chandler police started investigating this rash of incidents involving car windows and tires being damaged. 3 of the accused vandals are under 18. They were arrested after police stopped a car that they say matched the vehicle in surveillance videos. If you travel on State Route 377, right there between Heber Overguard and Holbrook, ADOT would like to hear from you. They're conducting a safety study to identify any trouble spots and find ways to improve the area. It's expected to begin in the spring, wrap up in the early summer. State lawmakers giving ADOT about $140,000 to fund this research in the last budget session. ADOT says they'll be looking at past crashes and current traffic conditions like speed and volume and any planned construction or operational changes. The public input will also be part of their evaluation, and that's where you come in. You could give feedback through an online survey available in both Spanish and English. We've put the link to that on this story at abc15.com/roads. An update to a story we brought you on Wednesday. Our Cliff Castle chopper flying over Big Sur as people showed up to get their items following an online auction. We saw people walking away with everything from picnic tables to lawn chairs and more. ABC 15 did learn the water park is for sale, but we're still waiting on more details. 4-day work weeks continue to catch on all around the world. Belgium is the latest country to announce plans for this. Their prime minister says it's in response to the COVID crisis and employees will have the option to request it. Japan, Spain, Ireland, and the UK have all recently done trials testing out a 4-day work week or planning to test it soon. Fewer companies in the U.S., though, have adopted this idea. A career expert says more countries could soon, and that the European countries just have stronger labor unions than the U.S., which may make it easier for them to test it out. Whether you're a craft beer person or not, this story might make you want to try it. And that's the goal of Kitsune. It's a brewing company inviting people to try something new. It's one of the only Black-owned breweries in Arizona, a fact that is not lost on founder Tyler Smith. As we continue to celebrate Black History Month, ABC 15 talked to him about why it's so important that there's representation in the craft beer community.
It was just the idea of saying, not just black, brown, women are invited, everyone's invited. And it had to be an intentional message. And I think that's what was missing in this community, in the brewing community, is that it's always been, well, if the beer is good, I'll show up. Well, it needs to be a little bit more than that.
During Arizona Beer Week, which is happening now, Kitsune is available at Casual Pint in Phoenix. This summer, they plan to open a tap room near 32nd Street in Bell. The maker behind popular food items raising prices again. Kraft Heinz just did a price increase last month, but company officials say they've got to do it again to help offset their own higher costs brought on, they say, by inflation. This means starting next month, prices will go up on dozens of products, brands like Oscar Mayer, Capri Sun, and Kool-Aid.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. After a couple of cool and breezy days, we expect a little more sunshine and a warming trend leading up to the weekend. Temperatures on your Friday morning starting off in the mid-40s here in the valley, climbing into the mid-60s by midday and reaching the lower 70s with clear skies, not just for your Friday, but throughout most of the weekend, too. On Saturday, we're calling for highs to flirt with 80 degrees. For now, just calling for a high of 78 and 77 and mostly sunny on Sunday. Elsewhere across State 48 tomorrow, temperatures climbing in the 40s there in Flagstaff, Heber, and Show Low, too. Upper 50s there in Payson, and we're back in the 60s in Sedona and Kingman, and 70s along the Colorado from Bullhead City down to Yuma being the hot spot tomorrow with a high of 75 degrees. Here's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures remaining in the mid and upper 70s through the weekend and into the early part of next week, but we do introduce some breezy conditions starting on Monday and the chance of rain and cooler temperatures by next week with highs only in the lower 60s beginning on Wednesday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com and download our free ABC 15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.